Okay, so if you've been with me today, then you know already the other things I've been doing. I've done everything I can to get this house in order in such a short amount of time, and all I'm doing is focusing on the kitchen today because it is the Sabbath day and I want to rest. But there is no rest in the kitchen because that's a job that has to be done all the time, just like the bathrooms. We do a 1 hour home blessing every day, and that is fantastic, except for sometimes I don't follow through with the 1 hour whole blessing, but for the most part it gets done. Anyway, so I've been working on the dishes because if you saw my video from yesterday, it was a disaster in here. So we've got the mess over here that got cleaned up. We've got the mess behind me I've been working on. Got the tables and the counters cleared off. I had all this filled with dishes, and I only have the 2 stacks left, the 2 piles left, as well as the baking dishes in the sink that you're going to sit here with me and watch if you feel like it. You're going to at least talk to me or help me get through this, because it's always nice to know when you've got support. Make sure my cord doesn't get wet there. Phone was needing to be charged in that 15 minutes. So did 2 other 15-minute sessions plus a preview video. How it's all going to come together, I can't exactly tell you, but at least these 4 I'm doing today are definitely going to come up. So I'm just going to keep washing my little heart out right here and just keep going. And today for this session, we are going to talk about Miss Millie, because I want to catch you up on what's been going on and all the appointments she had this week. And that's not easy to do with everything else that I was talking about. So these sessions are just good for me. They're good positivity. I need a cheerleader. I don't need negativity. I don't need people who aren't encouraging. I don't need people that are naysayers. But, if you want to be here with me and you want to cheer me on, I'll be there for you and I'll cheer you on. That's what I'm all about, is just saying nice things to people and helping people, because I mean it. And I know that mamas don't need negativity, and mamas don't need one more person beating them up and telling them that they're doing a bad job. Because guess what? We beat ourselves up all the time. We have enough negativity to go around for everybody. And there's no need in spreading that negativity. You get it in your own head, and it's good to fight it and get rid of it, but it's not good to keep it. So I like to just try to push it out of my mind and just keep going. Now I've lost my silver scrubby here. I'll use this one. It's buried in the water, but the water's a little warm because of what I'm washing. I want to make sure it gets these good and clean. When you're baking stuff, it has some crusty stuff baked on. It just comes off so much easier when you have hot soapy water. So it's been sitting in the hot soapy water about as long as it took to fill up the sink, and that's about all it needs. Okay, so this week was crazy. Did have an appointment with Millie's endocrinologist. Had an appointment with Millie's, let's see, what is that kind of doctor? Genetics. So we went to the genetics testing at UNLV. And, it's kind of funny because when you first go into the NEIS, they have an interview with you before they actually hook you up with people. And it kind of goes the same with a lot of them. I didn't realize that. I thought that we were going to go there and do genetics testing this week, but apparently not. They wanted another appointment. They just wanted to make sure they determined that she needed a genetics test, apparently. And they said even though it's visible she has Down syndrome, they still have to do the test to prove that she is, and that'll help her in the long run. So that's what they're going to do, but they didn't take any blood or do any tests, no samples, no nothing. They just wanted to verify that it needed to be done, and they'll put in the order for that, and then we'll do the test. So she got out of this week without any shots and without any blood drawn, and that was kind of fun, because every time that she doesn't have to do that, I think it's a win. It just so hard on babies to deal with that kind of pain, even though you think they don't remember it. They kind of do, and it impressions them, and I like to protect them from pain. Oh, do you hear that? That's like an aha, right? I like to protect my kids from pain. Not all pain. There's some pain that's necessary, but pain that I'm inflicting, no thanks. I don't need to inflict pokey pain. I mean, obviously, if it's going to save her life and help her, then we're going to do it. But if it's not necessary, then there's no need. So she broke 11 pounds. Yes, she did. She's broke a pound. She's broke 11 pounds, and then she went back down to just before 11 pounds, and then she got back up to 11 pounds the next day. So it's kind of like just getting a little bit of that ounces on, even if it's by the end of the day she's gained it. So I'm weighing her in the morning and I'm weighing her at night, just to make sure that I can keep track of what she's really gaining and that's where we're at. And today she's definitely 11 pounds, and it's so cute because she's longer than the scale, which I love. You could just, I was looking at some of her past videos. I do that when I'm nursing. It really helps me just see the progress that she's been making and realize it's greater than I realized. You know, I realized it's greater than I had thought. I knew she was growing. She felt a little heavier, but I couldn't tell by looking at her. Until I looked at the other videos and realized, oh yeah, she's filling out. She's looking good. You guys always see it because you don't see her every single day anymore. But who knows, maybe I'll do spurts where I do every day, and I'll do spurts where I only do one a week. You'll always get at least one a week from me. Try not to let any weeks go by without hearing from me. I don't want you to worry anymore. Even if it's just a quick live or something to let you know and catch you up to speed. But she's sleeping soundly right now. Little princess that she is. You know, we've been just chatting up this storm and getting all these dishes washed, and it just feels really good to get this done. It feels good to talk about things. It's almost like a stress relief. Like I said before, normally I'll be reading a book or something, maybe listening to music, listening to YouTube videos of someone I'm wanting to listen to lately, and some kind of positivity, or, I mean, you can only listen to so much positivity. Sometimes you just have to have a chance to practice it and put it into daily routine. But for the most part, that's where we're at. And I think that positivity is doing nothing but good for Miss Millie. You know, I got that little baby, and she's got Down syndrome, so she needs a little more than other kids would maybe need. And I just keep her with me like I do all my other babies. I haven't really had to do anything more difficult except worry a little more, just because I want to watch her and make sure I know her really good. I just have been more nervous about what I'm going to find, if that makes sense. Just don't want anything to surprise me with her, so I know what's normal and typical for her, and not compared to anyone else, because she's got her own growth chart and stuff. But, you know, sometimes I worry about her weight, and then the next thing I know, she's grown an inch. So I don't know if I really need to stress as much as I've been stressing. She's brought in so much milk. I have milk that just flows and flows, and if she sleeps through a session of nursing, or doesn't finish a session of nursing, and then I just pump the rest out. And if she sleeps through a session and I can't get her to wake up, then I'll pump the rest out. And that works really good for Millie. But it took a while to get all my milk to come in and to figure out what she wanted and how she wanted to nurse instead of just nursing when she cries. It was kind of good to get a good supply built up where I have a good solid 4 ounces to 5 ounces come out when she's nursing, so she can eat to her fill and get all she needs. You know, she's growing and getting bigger, and at first she didn't need that much, but it takes her a little longer to pull it in, so I let the power pump machine pull that milk in, and that really works. I wish I'd have known about that trick with my other kids. I thought, well, if you're nursing full-time, why do you need to pump? But they're right. You know, if you want more milk, then pump after your nursing sessions, and you will definitely have more milk come in. Hope that wasn't TMI for some of you. It's just fantabulous having the progress happening. And you know, I think you might have seen me be quiet because, you know, this is a reality. If you know about Millie's situation and that she's gonna have heart surgery, the heart surgery is coming up here just a few weeks. She has her cardiologist appointment next week, and 4 weeks after that is her heart surgery. So I'm kind of, I'll be saying that a few times because I'm trying to wrap my head around it, but it's nerve-wracking. Like, I don't think I'm gonna cry every time I talk about it right now, but I have a lot of fears, and I fear the worst. You know, that she won't make it out of surgery, or that the repercussions will be too great. But I try to stay positive and hope that that's not going to be the case. Focus on the good, but reality kicks in and realize that is a reality, kind of like the same reality. You know, I have a firefighter for a husband, and I had to accept the fact that it was a possibility that someday he may not come home because he would be at a fire. Do I think that's going to happen? No, of course not. But I had to, before I could not stress out every day he went to work, I had to wrap my head around that and face the reality that that was a possibility and that I could survive if that happened. I wouldn't want to, and it would be miserable and it would be horrible. You don't ever want to have to lose your spouse, let alone live through that. But now that I know that that's a possibility, I can accept the fact that he goes to work every day and has a dangerous job, and that he is a hard worker, and I don't need to constantly berate him for that hard job that he's chosen to do. He chose to serve the public. He chose to be there for the public. He loves helping people and serving people just like I do. So it makes sense that he would choose a firefighter job. And if that makes him feel better as a man, who cares? Do it. It pays him a good living and helps our family, but, you know, that's just not a whole lot different than what I have to do with Millie. You know, I have to put myself in a position that I could lose that baby in surgery, and that's just the way it goes. But I'm not going to think about that in that way right now. I'm going to think about what I want to happen, and I want the surgery to go good, and I want the doctor's hands to be blessed, and I want her to be able to recover quickly, and I want her to be able to hopefully forget a lot of the pain and suffering that she has to endure with that surgery. Because this mama's heart is going to break. I can just tell you right now. That is not a good place for me to stay very long. Luckily, it's only one surgery. I don't know how these poor mamas have to do it over and over. Bless their hearts. Oh, my Lanta, that is just too much to think about. I just can't even imagine a mama having to go through surgery after surgery for her babies. That's just more than anyone should have to endure. So that's where I stand with that. That's my attitude and outlook on life. I think that's adultish of me. I think that's being a good adult. I don't have to pretend that everything's perfect, but I can be happy, and I can manage that happiness and joy, and I can choose to be an inspiration to Millie every day. I can choose to look for the positive. I can choose to help her with her exercises. I just came up with my own exercise routine with her. I really want to be able to do a day in the life of Millie pretty soon so that you can see that. But it's just one of those things that are just so incredible to be able to do as a mom, to be able to work with your baby and to see the progress that the baby's making, see that the baby's getting stronger and healthier, and it just makes me so happy. And I feel so happy that you guys are learning about Down syndrome babies, and you're learning about the things that they have to endure and the things that they go through, so that you can be open-minded about disabilities in a different way and be more educated in a different way. But we love our Millie Rose. We can't get enough of her. She is just so much. I'll throw some pictures in at the end of this video so that you can see them, since I don't upload them until after I've recorded them. But it'll all be in the same day, so you will be getting these within an hour of the time that they're done. You know, because I got an hour worth of cleaning, and then take me about an hour to get them all up. So hopefully you'll enjoy them, and hopefully you'll enjoy the last video, which will be a recap of everything from the start to finish, and hopefully it will all come together well, and that you have enjoyed this. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your support and for your love for me and my family, and especially for Millie. She's going to need it, and the more support and love and admiration that she has, the better she's going to do. I know she will thrive, and she will survive. She will thrive. Thank you so much for being here. Take care. See you next time.